This show is nominated for a 2026 Golden Lobes Podcast Award. Get in.
You know, if you're like the ruler of a country and you're at like a party and you're being introduced into the room, how would I introduce you? Do you want like bravado or do you just want chill? Like, here she is.
Yeah, give me bravado. Yeah, fuck it. It's the only time I'll get bravado.
Just praise.
Yeah. Bring it on, yeah.
Okay, all right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tyrant Training Show. This is an improv comedy podcast where guests live out their power fantasies. I'm Kevin Ryan. I'm the host, and every week I sit down with a new guest to find out exactly what kind of absolute ruler they would be if they were given total control of their very own country. This week, I have, not to put too fine a point on it, the single greatest Irish European comedian. Listen, the looks on this woman would knock out half of Putin's army. And intelligent. Wait, is this going too much? Sorry, Asher Robertson.
Thank you. No, that wasn't too much at all.
That wasn't too much? Could have went further?
I thought you were going to go a little bit further, but no, never mind.
The entire Russian army is floored. Right. That'll do. Hello, Asher.
Hi, Kevin. How's it going? Thanks a million for having me.
No, thank you for joining. By the way, during the podcast, do you want me to throw in compliments throughout, or would you? How are you a compliment?
I don't mind. You just do. Listen, whatever comes to your mind, just play it by ear, you know.
Okay, yeah.
My motto in life, just wing it. You know
just wing it. That's improv 101.
That's my motto in life. The other one is like, it was like that when I got here. That's always been my thing. It was like that when I got here.
That's foolproof as an alibi. I was to say as well that you're part of the Halfpenny Club.
Yes, I am. I am the better half of the Halfpenny Comedy Club. Yeah. Can I get a little plug in?
Absolutely, do.
Every Wednesday and Sunday night in the Halfpenny Bridge Inn from 8 o'clock until about 9:30. We run it through. We don't take a break or anything, and it is totally free. And it's like we get some of the best comedians around Dublin, the best established comedians, and the best up and comers. So,
hey, since I let you plug that, can I get in for free?
Listen, just because, you can get in for free. Yeah.
I appreciate people can get in for free, but can you make a big deal when I show up? Like
absolutely.
As if
I'd be like podcast extraordinaire. Absolutely.
Just make a big deal to everyone that I'm getting in free, please. That'd be fantastic.
I'll give you a tight 5 as well if you want. And I mean a tight 5 minutes, not like, you know.
That's
tight
not
5 minutes.
Not that sort of podcast. I mean, it's taken, I think, 35 minutes for me to start this podcast. I don't think 5 will do it for me, but I'll try. So where can people find you offline, and whereabouts is the Halfpenny Club?
Well, it's in Temple Bar.
Yeah.
Just right beside the Halfpenny Bridge Inn. And like I said, it's upstairs. If the handle on Instagram is the Halfpenny Comedy Club, and it's going really well. Yeah, we're myself and another comedian, Timmy Guiney. Timmy is a funny one on Instagram. The two of us are running it, and he's amazing. He's an amazing MC. Like, just gets the crowd up and coming, or up and like excited and everything. Like, he's so high energy. He's like something out of the WWF, you know what I mean? Like The Rock or something. He's brilliant. So we run that every Wednesday and Sunday. So if you're ever in town and you're looking for something free to do, because as you know, Ireland is pretty expensive. So it's totally free. Would you believe that now?
I'm going to have to actually, because I have like weekdays off.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
Different times.
Yeah. More than welcome. And I will let you in for free.
Make a big deal.
I run that bitch. I run the show. I'll let you for free.
I'll come up now with like a monocle and a big fur coat just to really sell it.
With a little child on your shoulders and an overcoat.
What time do you say it was on at 8? Usually on like 8 till 9:30.
8 o'clock, and it runs right through, till about 9:30. And then later on, downstairs, they do like live music in the bar. So the night does not have to be over. When the lights are over, you can go down and get your dance on. You know?
Are you much of a dancer?
A dancer.
I don't mean a good dancer. I just mean
people go, bleeding dancer, that kind of dancer. I am. Well, listen, I can move, but the thing is, I lived in Spain for a long time, and Spanish people can't really dance unless they're doing flamenco. But I hung out. Most of my friends were Latinos, so I mean they can dance. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah.
if you think you can dance, go and dance in a salsa club, and you'll realize you can.
And then you figure out your levels.
Yeah, I know.
I was just wondering about the time because I was like, I'll get the bus back to Limerick at like 10 o'clock or something. That's where I'll get. That's where I'll go.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, you can get like a hostel or something in town as well, because I'm doing the Show Me the Funny down in Limerick. I was going to say in Galway. I'm into the finals. This coming Monday. So I went down the last time and I just stayed over, and I'm actually glad I did. So I got the train down, and you know, it's something about traveling on the train. It's like your holiday. It's like going on holidays. I love it. And then, so I was delighted that I did, because I heard horror stories about, you know, comedians sharing a car going down and coming back up, and they were in the height of it because they didn't get through, you know, so like a 3-hour drive just fuming the way back. So I was just like, I'm just going to get a hostel again this time.
That sounds a smarter plan. You're in Monday, is it?
Monday's the final. And would you believe I'm the only woman through? Out of all the heats, there was 5 heats, and I'm the only woman who got through. So, you know.
Do you know, was there many, like, there was a few women who were doing it though, right? Like, it wasn't a case of like only 3 and then... Yeah.
In every heat, there was 2 women.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. You see, I got in with the right people, if you know what I mean. That's true.
What's you're usually on Instagram as well, are you? What's your handle?
Asher Comedy in Me. So ASHER Comedy NME. Asher Comedy in Me.
Perfect. Before we begin, I have to ask you a question, because I'm going to grab some out of context quotes from your interview. Okay. I'm going to play them right now.
I told you that was taken out of context in the casino, because we're going to get into this about how I'm going to control these people. You know that I've always been a great advocate for wanting to choke the life out of everyone. Do you know what I mean? You must rule with an iron fist. I'm grassroots. I'll get right down there into the pit of the casino I was.
Now that I've played them, I'm just going to ask you, can you justify what you just said?
Of course I can justify it.
Are you going
Absolutely.
to? You can, but are you going to?
I am going to justify it.
Okay, sorry, yes.
But I feel that I don't have to come back with facts and figures, you know? You see, like, this is the problem with, you know, the media, and which you are a part of, just so you know.
Right.
And you see, this is why you would not be in my country, you know, because of this kind of cloak and dagger way of trying to catch me out. I don't need to justify anything to anybody, even though I can. I just feel that I don't have to, because I am Lord and Ruler.
You're the Lord and Ruler. You don't have to. Okay.
Yeah, because I say so.
Brilliant answer. I'm just throwing in a compliment there. Very hyperbolic. Because the purpose of the podcast is I have to ask you questions. I am going to be on your island, but I'm just going to be a voice in your head. So you can't get rid of me, right? I'm only a voice in your head in this whole process. We'll jump into it. You confident of being a good ruler?
Myself, absolutely. Me, I would absolutely be a good ruler.
You back yourself.
Yeah. I'll tell you why. Because I already have experience. I have been a single mother to 2 daughters. So you have to be a good ruler to do that.
God, you probably dealt with civil war in your house at some point.
Absolutely, I have. And I have quashed it at the very moment of
with an
upright.
iron fist.
Oh, I give a look. You see, this is the whole thing. You must rule with an iron fist.
You know, then when you're a single mother and you're ruling with an iron fist, right?
Yes. And
you're being very, you're saying dominant, but just like you're in charge,
say it.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you ever think to yourself, because you can never verbalize it out loud or you lose the power, but do you ever think, holy shit, I'm an adult. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah. And also you feel you really do turn into like you start saying the old cliches, you know what I mean? Well, whose fault is it? Is it my fault? It's not my fault, is it? You know. Yeah, but I think I certainly I instilled fear into my daughters when they were very young.
Early age, yes.
You have to. You have to at that early age. Now, not with physical too much, although, you know, the odd slap was given here and there very early on. But you don't even need that now. All you need
psychological warfare.
Total psychological warfare.
Okay, I'll get into the interview. First I need to do, though, is I need to set up your island, right? Because we don't take over a country. We set up an island for you. We pretend there's an island and then you rule over it. So I'm going to show you a map of the world to help you out. Here is a map of the world because I want to see where you would place your country. It's really a question of what sort of weather you want. Can you see that map?
Yeah, yes. I would kind of like an island, maybe there in the Mediterranean Sea.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah. So the water is warm.
Are you more into like the hot weather than cold weather?
No, I'd sooner have cold weather because I lived in Spain for so long and those intense summers are just you wake up in the morning just wanting to choke the life out of everyone. Do you know what I mean? It's and then people go, "Oh, I love the heat. Oh, I love the heat. I do." I'm like, yeah, you like the heat for 2 weeks when you're beside a pool with air conditioning in the room and you can go upstairs, do you know what I mean? And have a margarita at the bar. And
you're on holiday, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But now, if you put your island in the Mediterranean, will it not be a bit hot?
It'd be warm, but it's not going to be too hot. Well, I mean, there beside Libya, it's going to be too hot.
It might be a bit toasty.
I would say more off the coast that's the Atlantic. Maybe more off the coast of Barcelona.
Oh, okay. So you're going North Spain.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to put it around there.
Perfect.
Somewhere like there, right?
There you go.
Okay, that'll do it. I'm going to put your island there, so it lives there from now on Google Maps. Have you any idea what you would name your island?
I do. I would call it. I'd call it Ourland, right?
How am I spelling Ireland?
I know you're like. Okay, so I because I was thinking about this and I said, Ourland is like Ourland, Ourland.
Oh.
Now I know it sounds like a chant at a
questionable
at a riot outside an
gathering.
iPad centre in Tala, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it is actually because I wanted to be, whose land? Our land. No, Ireland, Ireland. No, but I thought it's very inclusive because you want to at least give the idea to people that they're included.
It's all our land.
Yeah, we're all inclusive.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
that's clever. Okay, we can go with our land.
Give them the illusion that it is their land as well as mine,
Right, that's the psychological stuff working now. Yeah.
That's the Jim Jones.
Very good.
You know
that's
what
the
I mean?
Jim Jones. So you're taking after.
There you go. Come here, Nathan.
We're 2 questions in, and you've already invoked the name of Jim Jones. So we have our land, right? I just want to make sure, is it okay that I always give a round number of 10 million people living on your island? Is that too many, or is that okay? Too few?
No, too few. No.
There's plenty of room, by the way. You're not all top of each other.
Yeah, no, 10 million. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's like a village in China. I guess so. Yeah.
That's enough. Yeah, you don't have to talk to all of them. It's fine. Wade, our land. Have you any idea what's your official title?
My official title?
Yeah, what people refer to you as.
I would say like mother.
Ah.
Because again, it gives the illusion of, like family, our land,
Mother Asher. That's a bit.
That's actually got a nice. Hold on, I'm going to make a note of that.
Can they combine it and call you Masher? No, is that too much?
No, they cannot.
Okay.
No, they cannot.
Okay. What happens if they do?
Well, listen, this was the thing. Like on my island, there will be corporal punishment.
Right, we'll be punishing corporals. Right.
Yeah, punishing corporals. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyone's a corporal is a terrible career choice. So they're not calling you Masher, or they're in danger.
They are in danger,
Right.
like so kind of like, the way it runs in Thailand or in North Korea or place like that, you must respect,
Mother.
Mother. Yeah.
Can I ask, your kids, do they call you mom?
Can I ask, are they safe?
Are they okay? No, just say they made you a lovely cup of tea. One of them did, right? Or coffee.
Of course she did.
Yeah. I'm just stating that for the audience.
But you see, that's because I am mother.
Yeah.
And I just had to send that text. I mean, I really didn't have to send a text. I could have let her roar, except for you. I didn't want to let her roar.
The text just said no.
Yeah. You better know what I want. You should have known.
But I was going to ask, do they call you mom, mammy, mother?
This is actually really funny because they don't actually call me anything. Well, the eldest one would call me mom still.
Yeah.
But the little one, and this is actually kind of sad because when she was very small, she couldn't say a sentence without going, "Mommy, mommy," and it just was so great.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, we're the only two people in the room. I know you're talking to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if it was because it really annoyed me when she was small that now she just doesn't call me anything. She'll just come into the room and just immediately start talking, you know?
Yeah.
So there you go. It's like the way, be careful what you wish for, because when she was small, and I was like, will you stop? And now she won't,
Now you're like, call me your mother.
Call me mother. I know.
So they're going to call you mother. It's just mother, not Mother Asher.
They will.
No, Mother Asher, you said is okay as well, though, right?
Mother Asher is fine. Yes.
Mother Asher is
big
fine.
MA.
Not Masher, Mother Asher of Ourland. That's fine then. I do wonder as well, what type of house do you want to live in?
House, I don't really mind. Like I don't need a lot of space. And one thing which will not be allowed on my island, in my country, is are ornaments of any kind, even of myself, if they want to have, worship, like, golden statues of me. It will not be allowed. I hate clutter. Clutter is just, it gives me anxiety, Hoarders as well. I'm just like, stop, get help, do something and throw it all out, like leave it out.
You're not into tat and stuff.
No, stop.
Yeah.
I go into and plants inside. You go into someone's house and they put the plants outside, all right? Plants all over the place and, like a cat or something. Oh God, it's awful.
Oh, how are you with like cats that are just indoors?
That are only indoors. I mean, I don't really mind. Like, cats don't bother me too much. I mean, I've had them as pets, but only because they were left on my doorstep. Like someone else would say, "Oh, we're trying to get rid of them." But I don't see the point. I think there's something wrong with people who specifically want to have a cat as a pet.
I have three.
Do you not think there's? Sorry?
I have three.
So you're 3 times more.
I had 4 at one point.
But like, listen, why did you want to have a cat as a pet? Like something that's aloof. It's like you're getting into like an abusive relationship with your cat. It's like those women who specifically go for, footballers or bouncers or barmen. I mean, you're like, they're gonna treat you like shit. Like, what are you doing?
I would defend myself by saying, and I'd say for all 3 of them, but I'll use 2 of them as an example because there's 2 boys and a girl.
They're like children.
Beep and Hopper are our boys, right? Beep last night, same as every other night, when we were going to sleep, climbed in under the duvet and cuddled up against me as if like that, like, sorry, me lying on my side, my arm like that, and his head there, flat out asleep, like, stretched out.
Uninvited.
He can do it. Yeah, I leave up the thing and he can come in and he sleeps right beside me, no problem. At 6 o'clock this morning, I woke up. Hopper wanted to jump in and sleep beside us.
Okay.
But like, that's not aloof. That's clearly them going, I want to cuddle here, sleep.
Okay, so you think they want to be close to you and not just the warm?
No, they do not leave me alone. They come in
really,
yeah.
And what about the third one?
Me and her chat, and she boots me constantly.
Really?
And if I put my hand up like this, she'll reach up, grab her with both hands, and put it to her face like that, as if she's hugging her.
No.
Genuinely, like, I'm not saying that just to be yeah.
Well, that does sound very cute. Yeah.
Oh, they are petty. Like I do, they are very petty. No, they're not like feral cats that are like hissing at me unless I give them food and that's it.
Well, it's funny. The cats that I had, they went feral because
because of Mother.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, you're in this house, it's each man for himself. I don't care if you're on four legs. Well, because the fella who gave them to me, I think he lived on the 8th floor. So they were house cats.
Yeah.
And then I lived on the ground floor.
Yeah.
So when I got them, like, I was just like, I'm not having these cats in my gaff all the time. Like, so I just used to open the back door. Sorry?
Yeah, they can go out like.
So they just became totally feral and they were just out. And especially the girl one, Mabel, she used to go off. And I remember like that in the very hot summers in Spain, she disappeared for like, must have been about 4 or 5 days. And it was that hot. I was just like, she's dead. God love her. Like, I mean, there's no way she could have survived in this heat. Like, no water. Not a bother to her. She comes back a week later looking fatter than ever, walking in like that. Wouldn't touch her food. So whoever had been feeding her must have been feeding her better.
Jesus. Yeah. So you're, do you know, we were talking about your house. You want on Ourland. Do you want like a villa or a castle? Anything fancy? No?
I would not like a castle because like it's too big for me. Like I just want something cozy with I don't need a big place like and there'd be too much temptation to clutter, you know what I mean? To get pictures and fucking ornaments and lamps and flowers and stuff like that. So like I don't know if you can hear it. Is it echoey here?
A little bit. It's not.
Yeah, that's right. Because there's nothing for the sound to bounce off.
Right. Okay. So you're going to have a nice house.
I'm going to have a nice house with outdoor space. Once it has outdoor space, like I'm happy out. Like
you'd like a nice garden and stuff like that. Decent garden. Do you want a throne to sit on?
Oh yeah, I'd like a nice comfy throne. Yeah, like a nice
nothing like Game of Thrones full of swords and stuff. No. Nice.
Oh God, no, cold and everything. No.
Would you allow people to go meet you then?
Big, you know, like that. You just kind of.
What? That's not how you, is that how you sit?
Yeah, like Goldilocks. This chair is too big. You know. Like
Yeah. You want that chair, the one that's too big?
I want that chair, yeah.
Oh.
I want to sink into it, you know what I mean?
Yes, you'll be up on steps.
My feet are up here, yeah.
Right, okay. A bit awkward, Mother. It's all. Do you know what? For the duration of this podcast, I'm going to be calling you Mother.
Okay, perfect. I like it.
Okay, well, yeah.
This could be my new stage name. What? Like, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, after the podcast is over, I will never call you that again. But yeah.
I'll never call you again.
Never. Yeah. So you'll allow people to visit you, the common folk, no?
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I would allow people to come and visit me to entertain me, you know?
You got to bring something to,
and to be entertained, because you know sometimes I have like main character syndrome, and I have to like hold myself back and be like, right, let someone else do it now. It's their turn. But if it's my country, I can do that all the time.
Yeah. You do stand up,
queen
right?
and the court jester at the same time.
You'll do stand up and stuff while there, right?
Totally. And I would like them to come in as well. And if they don't make me laugh, it will be like old, you know, Middle Ages, like make me laugh, or you're getting it.
They get in trouble
if they can't make me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, I would give them a few chances. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right. But after that, like, when I say in trouble, I mean, are they put in jail? Or are they put into the stockade and like apples thrown at them, or like?
Well, you see, this is something else, like, because we're going to get into this about how I'm going to control these people. You know, because most of my how I run this country is going to be based on psychological control. You know.
Yeah.
It's got to be almost like a religion, you know?
Cult of personality, that sort of thing.
Yeah, because how else would you control 10 million people? Like, you have to get a really good religion, you know? Yeah.
So just, for the everyday boring parts of running a country, right? Just the stuff that you wouldn't be like, find out how many traffic lights there are and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you two choices to pick from. Are you going to allow your citizens to vote for 100 politicians, 100 senators, and they'll do all the boring-y parts, and you have ultimate say, right? You make all the decisions. They can't overrule you. Or would you say to your citizens, look, there's no voting allowed. You'll pick however many people you need to run the country. So are you allowing democracy or not?
Oh no, no democracy.
No, I can't have that.
No,
Yeah.
no.
And they're happy,
Doesn't
like
work.
they've come to the island knowing that, by the way. They're not like surprised that they're not allowed to vote. They trust in Mother.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Kind of like an old monarchy, yeah. Like you have your
go full on.
lords who kind of run the shop, but I have final say. Yeah.
Do you know what? Now that you say monarchy as well, I meant to ask. You are called Mother of Ourland, or Mother Asher of Ourland. What attire are you wearing? What clothes are you wearing, especially for official engagements?
For official engagement. Yeah, what attire would I be wearing? I would really like to be wearing, like, do you know what I've always wanted? Like a tailored Stella McCartney suit, like a pantsuit. So yeah, like a Louis Copeland, but for women. I think they're very, very elegant for women as well. Like, a little waistcoat as well. I could totally see myself with that. Yeah. And then obviously for like nighttime, for cocktail parties or anything like that, I would like to go for, something more, my Super Sweet 16.
Okay, so these are the Stella McCartney sort of suits.
Beautiful. Now, isn't
Stuff
that
like
very
that.
elegant?
That is,
Yeah.
who's this now? Is that Stella McCartney tuxedo shawl jacket? All right. Would you go for that color, the like babe blush pink?
That colour doesn't it washes me out. I'd go for
What's
a
going on
darker.
there?
Yeah, I'd go for a darker colour.
Fair enough. And then I do not. What you mean by Super Sweet 16? Is that just a dress?
Oh, you don't know my Super Sweet 16?
No,
You see,
I
I
watched that
never
years
made
ago.
my
But
devs.
yeah.
So my Super Sweet 16 is like real over the top,
Right.
nighttime, like
dress
gown.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, definitely. You can do that for nighttime. But you'll go to a few parties and stuff like cocktail.
Oh yeah.
You can get
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Will you host at the house
And I'll get in every time.
for free?
Yeah.
Naturally.
No imposter syndrome. Yeah.
No queuing or anything. I just want to find out something about the Ourlanders, the people, right? You know how stereotyping is wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're meant to say yeah immediately.
Yes.
But on the podcast, it's fun, right? So we're going to say, or I'm going to ask you, what positive stereotype does the rest of the world have about your citizens?
They are very well behaved, very efficient, clean, orderly, punctual, these kind of things. Almost kind of like Japanese or German,
Right. They're
But with the difference being that they do have a sense of humor because they are ordered to have a sense of humor.
They have been ordered to have a good sense of humor.
Absolutely.
Right.
They're known for it.
They're known for their good sense of humor. I presume there's a lot of comedy clubs. Like, it's a good comedy scene in Ireland. Yeah. Here, what is a negative stereotype that people have about the Irelanders?
Maybe that they seem what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe that they kind of sorry, I'm trying to think of the word, that they follow blindly, that they're a little bit too obedient.
They're lemmings.
Maybe sheeple, some people might call
sheeple.
them.
Yeah, right. The sheeple of Europe.
But you see, there are people who don't realize that that's how you have to run a successful country, a successful island. You have to have the people follow blindly, because otherwise there's chaos. There's going to be chaos if you bring in democracy and free thought and whatever.
Too much freedom leads to chaos.
Absolutely.
Hey, Mother, I'll tell you what I used to do in this podcast is I would always tell a guest, your approval rating has gone up to like 90%. That's where it always starts, right?
I'm surprised.
I'll be honest. I've decided to go a different route. recently. So I don't know how familiar you are with RPG games or Dungeons and Dragons, stuff like that. But you know the way they have dices and they roll them.
Mm.
There's a dice that's a D100, 100-sided dice, right? So what I've started doing is I've started to roll a D100 dice, and whatever that number is, that's your approval rating. Okay. If it's really bad, you'll get a different set of questions than to what's really good and what's middle. It depends on what your questions are. Because let's put it like this: if you get a 1, I'm not going to be asking you what monument are your people going to build to you, because they do not like you.
Okay.
Do you want to have a go and see how this turns out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll the dice.
I have already rolled it.
Oh, hey.
I'm not going to say, again, there's different questions how it goes. I will give you the choice, though. I can either roll it again or I can just stay on that number. It could be a good number. You have to decide, do you want me to keep the number or do you want to roll again?
Keep the number. Go on.
Okay. Okay.
I'll kill every one of them.
So, Mother, first of all, I think you're an absolute delight. Your approval rating is 4%. The people are not happy. They have realized see, the problem is they went abroad on holidays, and the feckin' internet is showing them stuff where people are like, "Your sheeple, wake up," and they're just complaining now. It's too much freedom of internet. So
this is the problem.
I have a list of questions here. First thing we have to figure out is,
I'm disgusted.
how are you feeling?
After everything I've done.
After everything you've done, are you okay? Are you still willing? By the way, you have to stay on the island for another hour. Because you're living in your house. You probably should have some security around you, some guards. What do you want? Do you have security, or you just no, you don't need them?
I would have security, but to be honest with you, I'm after this 4% thing, I'm gonna up the security, because before I really thought that I didn't need it, because I thought I had, good people who would follow me not blindly, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, they were all in on Ourland, yeah.
And they were grateful and appreciative. And they wouldn't dream of hurting me, or trying to oust me from my power.
They're obscene, to be honest. But the security you have, do you want armed guards all around you at all time, or?
Yes. I think that is the only way to keep a country safe. They have to be armed. You know?
So you're in full on military surrounding your house, surrounding you.
Absolutely. What am I gonna have, people outside with sweeping brushes, sweeping the garden? Nobody's gonna try to do that. Yeah, exactly. What are you gonna do? Oh, go on now, off you go. No. They have to be armed. Maybe they probably won't ever use it. But
I tell you what we're going to do is, first of all, this potentially is going to help. I mean, it can only go up, right? Your approval rating. Every political leader has a scandal at some point in their life, right? You get to decide what is the scandal that caused your approval rating to go down to 4%.
Oh, God.
Keep in mind, this is a light entertainment podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Keep it clean. Well, listen, I'll just go for the usual scandal that hits, most politicians. Most politicians, their scandal is always either money, that they've been robbing money, or some sexual deviancy. So I could go for
you had sex in a bank.
In a casino.
In a casino.
Yeah. I owed the casino. I went in incognito into a casino.
Right.
Because I have a severe problem and no one knows about it. And then, I owed the house too much money. And then, had to give favours to be allowed out the door. And it came out.
Right.
Came out.
So
the story came out.
Yeah, I tried to piece past that one.
The story came out.
I think what we should do then, your advisors, the few that are with you still, they would suggest that you... Did you ever watch that movie Frost Nixon?
No, but I know the story.
Yeah, the interview where Richard Nixon. They believe you should go onto the nightly news and talk to the top journalist in the country, Anderson, and justify this scandal, because horny casino gate is gone mad. Yeah. You'd do that, right? You'd go face live interview. This could help. I will roll that dice again and see how you do.
Can't possibly get it. Okay.
You'd go on, yeah?
What I'm gonna, Okay, so now I'm doing my bleed.
So I'm going to say, as Anderson, welcome back to the show. I am here with Mother. It's a turbulent time in the country of Ourland. Whose land? Ourland. I think that's the chant in it.
That's the chant.
Yeah, everyone chanted that except you.
My land.
Don't say that, we're live. Mother, we have to talk about Horny Casino Gate. First question is, do you understand why people are upset?
I understand why people are upset, but the fact of the matter is that this story was completely, twisted. And, the fact of the matter is that I went there to, that I've always been a great advocate for addicts and, people who are in the pits of despair. And I went there to experience what they might be going through, to see what would be the best way that I, as Mother, can help them, and what better way to empathize and have compassion for somebody else who's having a bad time than to experience what they go through. I mean, in no moment was it me, stepping out from my duties.
Like, it was strictly
just
a
there
role
for my people.
And how much money did you owe the casino?
Listen, that's neither here nor there. It's the amount is not what matters. The amount is not what matters. And you're going to hear all kinds of figures thrown around. And these are people who have doctored facts. You know what I mean? Like, that's neither here nor there.
Wait, so you're saying part of it is fake? Like, part of the information is fake?
Listen, of course. You as a journalist, you know how this, quote a great philosopher of our time,
right?
Fake news, it's fake
right.
news.
So you're right, yeah. Wait, are you accusing me, Anderson, of fake news?
Listen, Anderson, I'm here, to put across my side, but I know that, if anything comes out after this interview that is detrimental to me, it's been, doctored,
it's manipulated, and yes, okay,
absolutely.
So I tell you what, in your own words, what happened that night, daytime? Was it during the day, nighttime? What happened that daytime?
Okay, so listen, it was a Tuesday. I had just seen a very heartwarming. It was like a shocking documentary about addicts, and the things that they do to feed their addiction. And I really wanted to help. And I said, yeah, okay, sure, I could throw money at this problem, but I really want to know what's going on.
What is the problem?
So at 3:00 in the morning, I went with my entourage, with my security, to the local casino. And of course, I had never gambled before in my life. So I didn't know what. And of course, it was all, I had to pretend, that I'm actually an addict, that I'm
a seasoned veteran of the kind of thing. Gambling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was 2 a.m. the following day. And I was really getting into, this character, more and more. I really took it on. I was like, character acting. So when security came to me and told me that I had ran up a bill of 3.5, ran up quite a large bill.
3.5 thousand, yes.
Yes, yeah. Exactly. They ejected me from the casino. Of course, this was all part of the performance for me, because I didn't want to get special treatment, as this was like a theatrical piece.
On the casino cameras that were released, you can be seen dragged out shouting, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?" That's the performance coming in.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And also because, of course, while I was gambling, they were plying me with alcohol,
Right. Yeah, unfortunately,
so, it wasn't really me. That wasn't me. Do you know what I mean?
And that's when they went, you either pay or it's favored.
Well, an option was given to me, So I just thought to myself, well, what would I do in this? Because for me, it was like a hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
And I said, what would I do if I were really in this situation? Now, I know you might say, well, you were in that situation, but actually I wasn't.
Yeah.
Stay with me,
yeah.
Anderson.
Yeah.
So an option was given to me. to go upstairs with the pit manager and a couple of others, the entire staff of the casino.
So, yeah,
and what are you going to
people.
do? And I feel that having come out of that situation, I have huge empathy and compassion for my subjects now, and I know this may be twisted out of context, but I just feel that now I'll be able to serve them, because we're in this together. This is our land, much better than before that scandal,
Yeah, it's so-called scandal, right? So you haven't, after that, I'm kind of speaking as Kevin, you haven't actually done anything. Like, you haven't done anything after that experience. You just went, right, now I experienced that. You didn't invest in anything. Like, you didn't go, okay, now I need to invest in programs. You just went, I empathize.
I am going to invest.
You will go,
in those. Listen, change does not come overnight. All right.
No.
This is exactly what I am going to do. Now, mark my words, Kevin. Things are going to change around here. Things are going to change in this kingdom, and you will see great, great progress being made.
You can promise that to your people.
Absolutely, 100%.
100%.
100% that is going to happen. Yeah, you can bet your life on it.
Well. Yeah, because hey, Mother, I'm going to roll that dice again, and I'm going to see how your people responded. Do you reckon that was the best way out of that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's better. It's 19%.
Wow, there you go, 15% more.
Yeah.
Now, if I was a gambling woman, which I'm not, I would bet that if you rolled it again, it would go up even more. But I'm not a gambling woman, but I do empathize with them.
I'm trying to... Okay, I'll tell you what. I will roll it again.
Go for it.
After...
Do you want to put a bet? Will we put a bet on? Oh, no, sorry.
I don't know. I am a gambling person. So immediately I was like, ooh, I will ask you this though. Your advisors say that's fantastic, right? You can have two options. You can either put out a propaganda movie about you, which means you have to come up with a fantastic fact about yourself to tell the people, or you can put on an event, but you have to tell me what celebrity you pay to come in and boost your image.
Okay.
Do you want a movie about you, or a propaganda movie, or a celebrity in?
You see, both are dodgy in their own way. Like, the propaganda movies don't age well.
Yeah, no.
Because it can look very naff in years to come, and people go, "Oh, I can't believe people believe that." Like when you go back and look at amazing films from the 80s, and you're just saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe." However, celebrities, can be the same. You want to get somebody. Yeah, I mean, you can see now from this whole thing with another island.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No relation to this island.
Yeah.
Not stressing off
this island at all.
Yeah.
But that certain celebrities, they're always just that much away from not being good to have around you. So let me think about this. What celebrity?
I'd say about that. Do you remember the lead singer of the Lost Prophets?
Yes.
Like Tyrant, he's dead now, isn't he?
Yeah, he got murdered there a few months ago.
Horrendously evil man, right? It's. I don't even want to think about the details because you're like, that's horrible. But I remember they were around for a couple of years, and I was listening to them originally, and then I stopped listening forever. And I remember sitting in a car one day, and I had Spotify on, and I was like, "Oh, Lost Prophets, fuck yeah, jeez, I loved Lost Prophets when I was younger." And I started listening to them. I remember going into my housemates, going, "Do you know who are a brilliant band? Lost Prophets. Jeez, I hope they're still doing well. They're fantastic, every one of them." And then 2 days later, I look and it's the lead singer of Lost Prophets, and I'm like,
Ian Watkins, isn't it?
That's his name. But I was like, I've been going around Limerick going, Lost Prophets. Oh, I love them. Every single one of them. I hope they do well.
Yeah, that's right. But you're here, even because I'm thinking here of kind of spiritual leaders. But look at your man, Deepak Shakur, as I call him, Deepak Chopra. And I was like, Deepak? I'm shocked because I was listening. You must breathe in the morning.
Good.
And I was like, Deepak, you do it. on the island. And Noam Chomsky. Oh my
I know,
hero,
right?
Noam Chomsky bleeding what's your man's name in the Stephen Hawking. So listen.
Richard Branson.
Well, come on.
I did.
I would totally. Richard Branson even has his own island, so
I know. That's what I was like. Wait a minute, he's like down the road from him.
Yeah, no, Richard Branson. I would believe. To be honest with you, I believe all of them, but I was a bit like taken aback by the spiritual leaders. So let me see. I'd have to say I would bring a woman.
Yeah.
It would be a female celebrity because male celebrities, they're just too, they can be easily swayed by female, you know, it's much more likely that a scandal will come from a male celebrity.
Yeah.
So he was a female celebrity. I could do maybe Mel Robbins.
Do Mel Robbins.
Or I could do, Mel, see, it can't be anybody who's too political. And I think Mel Robbins, you know Mel Robbins, yeah?
She like a writer or something, is she?
Yeah, she came up with the, this like phrase of let them, you know. She's like blonde with big glasses.
Let me see. Gain recognition. No, I don't know her well enough. American author, podcast host, and lawyer. God, she sounds great.
And lawyer.
Yeah, apparently. She gained recognition for her TED X talk, How to Stop Screwing Yourself Over. Might be a lesson for you there, Mother, on this island. I mean, she's been hosting the Mel Robbins podcast from 2022.
Yeah. Oh, she got that long, yeah.
Yeah.
You see, if I had been before,
the Let Them Theory.
Who?
Sorry, she has a book called The Let Them Theory.
That's right, yeah, let it go. You see, if I had been before, I would have said someone like Oprah, but Oprah's on her way out as well now.
Yeah.
Or Ellen DeGeneres.
Tyra Banks.
She's got,
Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks gone, yeah. See, this is the thing now about the whole social media, you know. People get real famous, but they're taken down very quickly. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So I guess. So I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I guess.
Your advisors have a suggestion. You might like this. I mean, we can get all of them if you want, but they were saying we could get Miss Piggy or any of the Muppets in.
That's not a bad idea.
It's timeless.
Because I think as well, Miss Piggy has always been pretty open about anything she's scandalous about, and. Yeah, it's better to be like myself with my scandal. It's better to be open and honest about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea, actually, yeah.
Will we get on to Jim Henson's company?
Get on to Jim Henson.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Miss Piggy is like one of my bucket list guests. An episode of Miss Piggy.
Say my bucket list, like the one if I go outside my marriage, that's who
But what's that called? The
your list,
what is it called? Your allowance list or something.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
No.
Your
Strictly
permission
podcast.
slip. I have permission slip.
Yeah. Maybe that too. So you're gonna pay whatever you need to get her in and get her good PR.
Yeah, she is her own PR, yeah. And she's kind of like a woman after my own heart, you know, like, I mean, I wouldn't like to call it bullying, but she's fierce, you know, she's fierce, strong, you know, she doesn't let stuff slide. She doesn't let anyone walk all over her, you know. For a domesticated farmyard animal, she's very focused on what she wants, you know what I mean? And she gets it. She gets things done.
Do men ever get called fierce? I mean, he's a fierce bastard.
Fierce. Well, yeah, I'd say, like maybe they did in like the days of Brian Boru, you know, or like.
I did different.
Yeah, I suppose it's funny. Like, yeah, you use different adjectives for men and women, you know, if they have like the same characteristics. So like that fierce for a woman would be kind of, you know, like focused and driven and, you know, like wanting to get ahead, whereas you'd call a woman fierce in that way. But for a man, you might say successful and he's, you know, hardworking and, you know,
he's grinding.
Grinding.
But like, I don't know if men get that compliment. I don't even say, oh, they should, but like, saying about like, oh, Miss Piggy, oh, she's fierce. And you're like, but I bet if a man was the exact same way, they would just be like, oh, yeah.
Isn't that better? Like, because it would just, you wouldn't even need to say it about a man. You know, like if you it's like the old thing that they always say, you know, like if a woman is, you know, very strict in a job, you know, and kind of like very efficient and gets things done or whatever, she's known as a bitch. But a man would be known as successful or whatever. It wouldn't even be spoken about. I mean, I don't know if I agree with that or not. I think like they can be bitchy, to be honest. Experience, yeah.
Do you know how I'm thinking of it though? Is that like if, let's say, actually comedy club, right? The way if you have someone going, they're watching, and a fella goes up and they tell a joke and they go, oh yeah, they're funny, and you're like, yeah, fair enough, funny enough. And then if a woman goes up and tells a joke that's the exact same style, and they go, look, she's very funny. As if like, yeah, calm down. Like,
oh no.
That sort of like, oh, she's fierce. You're like, no, she like
right.
She is, but you don't need to make it as like, good job, little lady. Like, no.
Slay.
Yeah, like, no. Relax.
Well, I think that would be like a more modern thing now, definitely like saying that. But in fact, in a way, like now, certainly on the comedy scene, sorry, getting off my country for a minute, but on the comedy scene, so there's like women get 10 times more opportunity than men do on the scene because all the clubs have to be seen giving females a spot. Like, so there has to be at least 2 females on the lineup, at least. So like a lot of them are, and because there's less women on the scene, these women and girls who are just, you know, they've only just a lot of them have done courses or whatever, so they're literally just straight off a course. They don't have stand-up, so to say, experience, and they're getting all these gigs and they're really not ready. But having said that, so on that side, like you get way more opportunity, but on the other side, people still would say that women in general are not as funny. I think it all depends on what they're making jokes about. Like, you know, you'd get a lot of men who would make the same jokes, but then you get a lot of women who make the same jokes as well, use the same, you know what I mean?
That makes sense. That's, what I should say though. Let's go back to the podcast. Miss Piggy is on board. She's happy. Brilliant. She loves Mother. She loves Ourland. Love what you've done at the place.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what your approval rating is?
Go on, tell me.
It was 19, right?
Yes.
It's 72%.
There you go. The bacon don't lie.
And you know what? I'm just saying as well, Miss Piggy has gone back home. Like, she has her own life to live. It's not like that's fallen down. People are like, you know, fair play to her. She was in that casino for 23 hours.
Absolutely. And for my people. Do you know what I mean? And then so I'm glad that they're on my side. I'm glad that they've realised what it was all about. Exactly.
23 hours on the casino floor, 23 hours upstairs. That's 2 days straight.
There you go. There's not many would do it.
Not many would do it for their country.
You know?
You don't
a lot
see...
of people talk the talk, you know.
I never saw Leo Varadkar doing it.
There you go. Yeah.
I never saw Boris Johnson doing it.
No. But you see, I'm grassroots. I'll get right down there into the pit of the casino. I was.
Now that you're off and running, how do people celebrate your birthday? They want to. They want to go out celebrating.
Yeah. Well, listen, you see, the thing is, for me, every day is my birthday. So it's just like every day, like, is just like a celebration. Do you know
Can
what
they
I mean?
have a parade every day then?
And I wouldn't have a parade now because, I don't like all that pomp. But I do think that at least every day, like, people should almost like, you know, I mean, I haven't organized it yet, but definitely, you know, maybe to just say a little prayer to me, you know,
right? And
just kind of put out into the atmosphere, like the gratitudes, you know, that they have, like, and the appreciation, you know.
So like a prayer, like a proper religious, like, oh sweet
like
mother,
a little
thank
Hail
you
Mary,
for...
but it's like Hail Mother, you know
Hail
what I mean?
Mother, full of grace.
Not Hail Mother, Hail Mother. Yeah.
Hey, Mom. No, hey, Mother.
Yeah, exactly. Just to give me them good vibes. You know what I mean?
Do you want them to bow to you as you walk past?
Yeah, because I mean, obviously there's 10 million people there. So if they were all to give me a hug, I'd get a little bit overwhelmed. And then, you know, you might get like people who are a bit stanky. So, like just a little recognition to
Curtsy
him.
or a bow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Are you a
But
hugger?
then also, I would
yes.
like them to know, just to instinctively know when I don't want to be noticed, like those days.
Yeah.
And
We'll say that. They have a good...
When I've gone out and I'm not wearing my tailored suit, maybe I've gone out in my pajamas or whatever.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, like them days, they should know to turn away, actually, in fact, if they could.
Not even look at you?
No, on them days, Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you a hugger?
If I'm looking well in my tailored suit, yeah, of course they can look at me and
Take
they
pictures.
can gasp. Like, that would be nice.
Can they take pictures?
Yeah, they can take a picture of me. Yeah, they can take it once it's nice. But obviously, I'll have my entourage and they'll check every photo.
They'll check. That's clever. Yeah. Are you a hugger in real life?
Am I a hooker?
Hugger,
No.
yeah.
I'm there to work. Oh, a hugger.
Wait, what did you think I said?
I told you that was taken out of context in the casino.
That was it's a hell of a question for me to drop on.
I am in real life. Yeah, I lived, like I told you, I lived in Spain for years, and I never got used to the two kisses.
No,
I was just like, it was always too close. So when COVID came along, I was actually kind of glad because it wasn't like and you'd always get somebody who lingered too long, like the way. But I hug. Definitely, I'm a hugger.
I've mentioned this definitely on the podcast more than once that I enjoy a running hug.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody ever knows. No, what I mean is, so like we were up in Sligo, me and Celine, and we were meeting some friends of ours. We were going for a walk on the beach, and one of them parked up a good bit away, and Celine turned and was like, "Oh, there's Emma." And I was like, "Oh." And like in movies, when the two characters see each other from far away and they both run to hug. So I took off running towards Emma, hands out to hug her. And she ran as well. So we both ran and hugged. And then I swung her around. I was like,
hold on. And what was Celine be doing?
Filming. No, she was just standing there.
Yeah. I would be like Celine, but I'd be like, planning your demise. Like,
really?
Who is he going running to hug down the beach like it's Chariots of Fire playing in the background?
She knows Emma as well. And Emma gives good hugs. Emma gives good hugs. The running hug. When you both run, it's like an embrace, like in a movie.
Smash.
Oh, it's fantastic. Try that sometime with someone who hugs.
And do you not crack each other's heads or no?
No, it's not full forward. Like, it's not a sprint. You slow down. But it's an embrace more than a hug.
Right.
Hey, there's a knock on your door. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, it's Paul, your finance person. Knock, knock, knock. Can I come in?
Yeah, what is it, Paul? Come on in.
It's good news. And he opens it. Hello, Mother. It's good news. He bows as well.
Very good. Maybe take a picture if I'm wearing my suit.
Are you wearing your suit?
Yeah, I'm wearing my suit.
He's taking a picture. And he's like, I'll save that for later. Sorry. I said that before realising. I have great news for you. I've checked our finances and we have over 20 billion. Actually, well, we have 20 billion exactly in the account as a surplus. Now, the people, as you know, are very happy with you nowadays. They would like to build a world wonder in your honor. Something to put our land on the map, right? Egypt has pyramids. China has its wall. What can we build as a world wonder? You're the creative one.
Yeah. Yes. I would like, I'd like some kind of like you know what I've always wanted to see? The Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because like there's nothing left of them around. So I'd like to get Ireland's best engineers and horticulturists. Is that right?
Probably. That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. To come in and design like the Hanging Gardens of Ireland again.
And we're going to build like a palace, like a community sort of one, because you don't want your house to be like your house isn't big enough for them.
No.
So we'll build like a library, event center, maybe comedy club.
A nice cafe.
Just enough. Yeah.
Gift shop. Yeah.
Because it has to be big enough for the hanging guard to look majestic, but you want it to be useful.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's probably going to cost a few billion.
Well, but we have 20.
But we have 20, yeah. So Paul will go do that. He bows again. Does he have to bow when he's leaving?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shimmy's out.
Mother, thank you very much. He closed the door behind him. Is there anything like, is there any mundane or mundane object or everyday item or pet peeve banned in Ourland?
Oh, pet peeves. I've had a few. Like objects or
Anything you want that you'd be like, we
behaviors
don't need that in the island. Behaviors or objects or
or
services or
people.
whatever, or people.
On this island, okay, and come here and I tell you, right, there's going to be a whole part of what is in most societies taken out. The middle class does not exist, right? So when people come onto the island, they can choose to be either working class or upper class. Now, I don't mind which one they are because they're the two classes that I don't mind, right? Upper class people are grand. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're fine. They just live there. A lot of them live in squalor. You know what I mean? They just like, they don't spend money. You know, they're not about showing off what they have.
Okay.
You know, they might have 3 outfits. Yeah, the outfits cost a lot of money. They bought an Evoca hand weavers or something. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But they're not about like showing off because they're old school. You know, they're old money. You know, like generational wealth. And working class people are just working class. They're just happy out. You know what I mean? Like once they have a gaff and you know what I mean, a few quid, they can go out the odd time. See middle class people.
Right.
Oh, way. Standing on a flyover bridge on a Friday going beep. You know, we're helping with some flag of their latest, you know, bandwagon that they jumped on, you know, and driving like a Jeep, even but they live in a cul-de-sac, you know, a Jeep, and then he has like a Lexus or something, and they haven't a washer. They're in debt up to their eyeballs, but anything to be the same as the person living in the mock tube or gaff next to them. Sorry, you see, I'm going off my hand. So no middle class people.
No middle class. You can either be working or upper.
Yeah.
Right.
Get out of me country.
You're getting rid of them. Speaking of which, knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, here we go. What?
Knock, knock, knock. Hello, Mother.
Come in.
Knock, knock.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Hi, it's Paul again. Hello.
Oh, Paul again. Go on, what?
But he bows to you. Hi, Mother. You look divine. Are you annoyed with Paul?
Like what are you getting? What are you looking for, Paul?
Sorry, I'm just in a rush. I'm going for my plane. I just wanted to come to you with news. I'm going on holiday for 9 weeks to Brazil. So before I go, I'll let you know that your Hanging Gardens of Ourland has been built.
Oh, brilliant. Great, fair play to you, Paul.
Oh, thanks very much, Mother. That's an honour. So it cost 10 billion to make.
Right.
So yeah, it's built. People are going there. They're loving it. You can see it if you walk outside your house. Just let you know.
Coffee shop is going well, yeah.
It's fantastic. It's called Mother's Milk. Just before I go, the International Monetary Fund is just emailing us because it turns out we have no money. There was a small minus sign in front of that 20 billion. So we're actually in debt by 30 billion. You'll have to figure out, because I'm going on my holidays. So if you can figure out how we make money, Paul is going to be like, right, bye, see you in 9 weeks. And he's leaving. He's out the door.
Here. Man, what? Leaves me with that.
So you're in debt by 30 billion.
Come here and I tell you, is that casino still there? The casino still on?
It's very popular, to be honest, ever since. It's very famous.
Well, listen, I would say in this case, like, I mean, I would ask, because obviously we have a lottery in this country, yeah?
Yeah.
So we'll just make sure that whoever has won that lottery, which will be the big one, because it's got to be like the big lottery will cover this. So I will send my advisors out and find whoever has won that and just say, sorry for you, but that's yoink, you know, the country needs this. Okay.
You know how you have 10 million people, right?
Yeah.
I remember hearing before that the Canadian lottery is garbage. Like, because there's like 40 million people there. And yet, like, their thing is like 30 million or something is the top prize. So, like,
what's the top prize? 6 million?
30 million.
Oh, right. Okay. So €2 for each person, yeah.
Kind of, yeah, right? So I'm like, if you have 10 million, like, what would be the prize on your island for the lottery?
Well, you see, we could do it like the Spanish Lotto. So the Spanish Lotto is called El Gordo, which is the fat one. So the prize is so big. So say there's like, 25 million people in Spain.
Yeah.
But the prize for this is like, 200 million or something, because they put it out worldwide. So people all over the world play the Spanish lotto
Oh,
at Christmas, just at Christmas.
just at
It's the
Christmas. Okay.
one. Yeah. So we could put it out into the world, that every person is in with a shot of this. And also, I'm wondering, we could get a lend. We could hit up like a richer country just for a lend. I mean, countries do that all the time.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah.
I'm thinking of maybe we could get in and see what kind of scandal that we have against someone else,
Against another country.
Against another country, against another leader, you know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, maybe another leader who's gone to an island and,
And you've sheltered it, or yeah.
We mind the information and we don't let the press get at it. And we say, look, we know you're a deviant. We know that you're a degenerate.
Yeah.
But we'll keep stum if you pay for the garden,
Pass a few billion there along. And
the quid pro quo. This is,
Are you still doing the lottery thing as well, though? Are you still going to go, okay, we'll get in, let's say, the lottery, the fat lottery is like 500 million.
Of course, because it can't be seen that we're blackmailing another country to get us
Right, so you'll do that as well.
So we'll say, no, we got it off the lotto.
But what if, because you're opening it up to the world, what if someone who's living in Ottawa,
of course, yeah.
what if they win it? Are you going sending a crack team to like kidnap them?
We might have to invade then.
But not public, just a quick like SEAL Team 6.
Just quick in and out the back door.
In and out.
Yeah. Like a robbery, Yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of thinking, maybe we should set up some kind of island so we can blackmail other world leaders.
Oh God, Ash.
I don't know if it's been done before, but it seems like a good idea to me.
So you're going to make up a quick little island beside yours.
Listen, and just take full advantage of other world leaders. Their weaknesses, get it on video, then blackmail them to give us a lend. Nobody will ever suspect.
Just make sure you're okay with that, yeah.
Listen, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Just until you get your money back.
Sorry?
Just until you get your money back.
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Like, there's no badness in it. You know what I mean? Like, look at the gardens. They're massive. You know
They're beautiful gardens. They are beautiful.
And the boys are out the front. They're waiting to get paid. You know what I mean? They're threatening to pull the gardens down if I don't pay.
By the way, even at winter, they look fantastic.
Yeah. And listen, in winter, in the coffee shop, they sell hot chocolate with marshmallows and whipped cream. So we will get some money back for that,
Yeah,
coffee shop and the gift shop.
The coffee shop, you're putting a lot of faith in the coffee shop, but yeah, it's good.
Right.
Okay.
Listen, have you seen the price of a hot chocolate in Smithfields these days? Since gentrification, we could charge €15 for one of them hot chocolates with marshmallows and frothy coffees.
Is that how much it is there?
Since the gentrification of the area.
Fuck. Do you know what you need to bring in? Would you allow middle class tourists in?
Oh God! Do you know something? Middle class people, as much as like they could be let in for a day out, because do you know what? They so want to show off in front of each other that they would spend a lot of money, and they'd all want to be taking selfies there to prove to everyone, oh, we do have a social life.
It's a tenner per selfie in that area.
Yeah.
I think it's thousands a day.
Because then they need something to go home and talk about on Facebook.
Yeah. Okay, right. So we've multiple ways there, some more ethical than others to make money. Last question for you. Your people are now very happy. Do you want to dare roll again, even though it's already at 72%?
Do you know, I'm a gambling woman. Go on, roll it again.
Your people, at some point, you have to figure out who's going to succeed you, right? Your people, your approval rating is 87%.
Come on! Back of the net.
I know you're not. You don't need this and everything else, but they fucking adore Mother. Like this.
Listen, 4% to 87%
is
get in.
A little bit of thanks to Miss Piggy.
Listen, give it up for the roles. Fair play to her, woman.
But yeah, people are like, Mother is fucking legend. Yeah.
Legend.
So literally a legend, right? So when you have to figure out who's going to succeed you, like, do you plan on like planning that, or are you just like, no, I rule until I die, and then they can deal with it themselves?
Yeah, because come here, I'm thinking that they probably will, like that I will just rule until I die and leave. I kind of know, like any good leader, the ones who come after me are gonna just destroy everything.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to wash my hands of having any part in choosing the next one, because then it'll like tarnish my legacy, that I chose this loser. So unfortunately, I know that that's the way it's going to go, but I'm just going to go out on a high on my 87%.
And just be like, oh no, succession will be planned. It'll be planned, and then And if you want, we can tell everyone, like, when you're 104 and they're like, she's getting on a bit, maybe we should plan something. Like, no, she's so spry. Like, she's living at least another 20 years. And then when you're actually like, I'm so tired, and you're gone, they'll be like, that was a shock. Like, that's a tragedy. Yeah. Like, they didn't expect that at all.
Exactly.
I mean, you're 104. We probably have to like make up some fake news about you being with us. But
well, they won't even know how old I am because all my records will be sealed, So they'll be like, how old is she? And they'll be like, she's never that old. She looks amazing. Have you ever seen a bad 70. Photo of her? No.
Yeah. Probably 70 at that when you're 104. That sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. So you're not giving the rule to your daughters. Interesting.
No, and I'll tell you why. Because they don't have the minerals. Because I just have to look at them and they go, I didn't say it.
Wait, have you set up a sort of a... What? If they want the throne, they have to come kill you. If they kill you, can they have the throne?
Listen, they wouldn't kill me. You might know what. Come here. This is the thing also. This is like, if a parent is strong, then the kids won't be as... It's like, David Beckham and Brooklyn Beckham. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the genes are watered down until someone else stands up somewhere.
Right. So you're going to say to them, listen, you're not getting this throne. You don't have it.
Yes, you don't have the
They can... But they can take some money out and live elsewhere. They'll be
totally. Yeah. In fact, I would advise them to emigrate. Do you know what I mean? Like, go away, because they'll always be living in my shadow. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a lot, and it's a long cast shadow.
It is.
All right, Mother. Ash, I'm not calling you that anymore. Tell me again, when is the Halfpenny Club on again? It's Wednesday and Sundays.
The Halfpenny Comedy Club, the Ha Ha Halfpenny Comedy Club, is every Wednesday and Sunday at 8 p.m. upstairs in the Halfpenny Bridge Inn, right beside the Halfpenny Bridge. And it's totally free in. Doors open at like 7:30 and it's from 8 p.m. till 9:30, more or less.
Sweet. And hopefully when this is out on a Thursday, then that following Sunday, people will call you Mother.
Yeah.
That's what that.
You may. Yes, you may.
Yeah.
Mother, may I?
Mother, may I?
Yes, you may, or no, you mayn't. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Before I end the podcast, this is the outro. What wise words would you have said to your citizens?
Oh, what wise words would I say to my citizens would be different to what I'd say to people in general. Listen, to my citizens, just trust in Mother, even though sometimes you might think that I'm not working for your best interests. I am always thinking of your best interests. You may not see it, but it's true. And I only chastise you and I only punish you because I love you.
Are you okay with citizens being like, thank you, Mother?
Yes, definitely. It shows their gratitude to me.
But if they're like, thank you, Mother, dearest, while they hug you?
Like, thank you, Miss Hannigan. We love you. No, like not hugging. I mean, there's 10 million of them. Go away.
Well, one at a time. But if they're saying, thank you, Mother, Mommy.
No, that's a bit...
No, it's getting... Okay, yeah.
No.
Right. Just wondering. I forgot to ask that earlier. Okay, bye, everyone. Thanks for listening to
Thanks,
Mother. Bye.
This podcast is part of Podomedy, the UK's podcast comedy network. Why not laugh at what else we've got? Visit podomedy.com.